All right, let's dive right in. Today we're looking at a brand new experimental AI tool from Google Labs that honestly could completely change how we create things. It's called Mixboard, and it's built to understand your creative ideas just from the words you use every day.
But first, let's just tackle the elephant in the room. The big question that pops up anytime a tool like this comes out. Does this mean the end of the professional graphic designer? Let's dig into that.
Okay, so to really get what Mixboard is trying to do, we have to talk about a core problem. A frustration that I'm willing to bet pretty much everyone has felt. It's that huge gap between the amazing idea you have in your head and getting it to actually appear on a screen.
I mean, you've been there, right? You picture the perfect logo or this awesome mood board for a project, but the second you sit down at the computer, you're hit with this wall of technical stuff that just stops you in your tracks.
And this slide just nails that disconnect. On the one hand, you have the old way of doing things, learning about layers, masks, pen tools. It's a huge technical mountain to climb. But on the other hand, that's what we all wish it was like, right? Something intuitive, fast, effortless. Something where you can just say what you want.
Well, that's precisely the gap that Google Mixboard is designed to fill. It's all about trying to make that ideal, effortless creative flow a real thing.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of Mixboard as an AI-powered canvas, kind of like a digital concept board. But the huge difference here is that your main tool isn't a mouse or a stylus. It's just plain language. You literally type or talk your designs into existence.
Now, here's the perfect way to wrap your head around it instantly. Just imagine taking the inspiration-gathering vibe of Pinterest, mixing it with the super easy-to-use feel of Canva, and then powering the whole thing with the language smarts of something like ChatGPT. That's Mixboard.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's take a quick walkthrough of how you get from a simple thought to a finished visual. So, it all starts with a prompt, which is no surprise for an AI tool. But you're not just trying to get a single image, you're trying to create a whole vibe, an entire canvas. So you can start with something descriptive, something with a little flavor, just like this example here. And from there, the process is super intuitive. The AI just populates a whole canvas for you. But here's where the real magic is, in steps 3 and 4. This is not a one-and-done kind of thing. You can click on any part of it you don't like and tell the AI to remix it. Don't like that font? Remix it. Want a totally different main image? Remix it. And then you can get even more specific with simple commands like, make that picture black and white. Now, this whole idea of being able to refine and edit with your words, not just generate from scratch, that's the secret sauce. So what's the technology that's making this all possible? It's a special AI model that Google has playfully named the Nano Banana Model. Yep, you heard that right. And this is the engine under the hood. It's not just about making images, it's about understanding images and how to edit them. It can figure out a command like, make the lighting warmer, and just do it, without you having to touch a single slide. So let's just recap what makes Mixboard so special. First, you're basically talking your design into existence. It's a whole new way to create. Second, that iterative remixing feature is an absolute game changer. You're not just rolling the dice and hoping for the best, you're in the driver's seat. And finally, it even helps you write captions and text that fits the whole mood. It really is like having a creative partner. So let's zoom out. What does this all really mean? Is Mixboard just another cool new tech toy? Or are we looking at a much bigger shift in how we create things? The biggest impact here is simply making design accessible to more people. For entrepreneurs trying to mock up an ad, or marketers brainstorming a new campaign, or even a student putting together a poster. This tech just tears down the barrier to entry. It lets anyone with a good idea create a really solid visual to show people what they're thinking. Which, brings us right back to that first question we asked. But maybe, after seeing how Mixboard really works as a tool for rapid brainstorming and iteration, maybe we're asking the wrong question. Maybe it's not about replacing designers at all. Maybe the real question is, are we seeing the start of a new kind of creative partner? An AI that helps both professionals and non-professionals create at the speed of thought? Now that's something to think about.